Hey, what's up everybody? Today we have a pretty cool side project, and it's really stemming from an issue in that we have run out of Google Drive storage. We've kind of outgrown our current business processes with air quotes, and that we would save all of these videos that we're recording to post onto YouTube and all the edits and pretty much everything that we have on our Google Drive, but Google Drive caps out at about 15 gigabytes. You could pay a couple more bucks to get, up to like 100 gigabytes or something. But at the end of the day, it's like we're a Microsoft partner. We have Microsoft Dynamics and we have Microsoft Sharepoint. So we might as well use the tools that are available, and also just be kind of a fun side project to be able to create some custom entities, show you guys how we do our business, and it's just kind of a cool thing on the side. So we're going to be doing essentially three things. We'll create a custom entity. We're going to create a custom business process flow so we can kind of track these projects from start to finish, kind of see where they're at any given time. And then lastly, we're going to hook that all up to SharePoint. So yeah, if that sounds like a plan to you, we'll get started. So as you can see, we're in our Microsoft Dynamics environment. I'm actually going to take us into Power Apps real quick. Once Power Apps loads up, just got to make sure that you're in the right environment on the top right side. So it looks like we are. I'm going to take us to the tables. And then we're going to create a new table. This table is going to be called Marketing Videos. And we're going to enable attachments for this one. Let's see what the other options are. So we can say a type. It's not an activity. No, it's going to be owned by a user. It's fine. I do want to track changes. Enable auditing, and I'll press save. So what this is doing is it's creating our first custom entity within our new environment. That's the first step. Coming up next, we're going to be adding the fields to it. So fields in Power Apps are called columns. Now that we're in the marketing video custom entity, I'm going to click on columns. And so each custom entity has a default field. In this case, it's just the name field. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to rename this field video title, because the name of these videos can just be the title that we're going to be posting for it when we actually do release it. So it can be single line text, cool, business required, yes, and then press save. So now we have our first field, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just add some other fields. Up next is the marketing budget. I'm now going to add a description field. I'm going to add one more for whether or not this is published. And this is just going to be a yes, no field. Yes, no fields are choices of yes, no. Defaults to no, though. And then last but not least, we're going to be adding a status field. Awesome. So now we've created a few custom fields inside of our custom entity as columns. Let's go open up the form. So if I click on forms, so you'll see that we have a quick view form, a card form, and then the main form. We want to open up the main form. So we'll add the description field, the custom status field that we just added, the video length, whether or not it's published, and then the marketing budget to the form. Awesome. And I'm just going to press save and publish. And then up next, I actually want to turn on the activities. To add the activities to the form, I'm just going to add a one column tab. Okay, so I'm going to back out of the custom entity now. I'm going to go into apps over here, and I'm going to go into the Sales Hub app. I'm going to press edit. Okay, so I'm going to add in our custom entity now. It's going to be a dataverse table. And it's going to be marketing video. I'll press add, and there it is. So I'm actually going to bring this to our marketing side. Let me go to the navigation pane on the left-hand side, move it down. So at the very top of the marketing tab, perfect for me. Press save, and then I'm going to publish it once it is finished saving. So it says published on the top right. I'm going to back out, and I'm going to go back to tables actually. I skipped one step. So if I go back into the marketing videos, I need to add a view in here so that we have some of these fields in the default view. So the default one's just gonna be active. So because I added that custom option set, I'm actually going to come into the edit filters over here. And instead of it saying the status of active, I want to choose that other status field, which is right here, the status of this one being active. Active or future, probably. Nah, you can just say active. I'll press OK. And then I'm also going to add some fields in here. So we can say, I want the status of the video. I want the video length on here. I don't want the description per se, but I am looking for maybe some of the marketing budget and whether or not it is published. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to save and publish this view. This should automatically make the change in the model-driven app of the Sales Hub. So saving and publishing here should be good enough. It should be already indexed on the other side of it. I'm going to actually edit these filters and create a couple other views. So we have the active one, and then we'll have the completed version of it. And you can kind of just clone it by pressing the Save As button. So this will be the completed marketing videos. And then I'm just going to make one more change for the future ones. Save as. This will be called future marketing videos. Cool. Go back. And then this inactive one, I'm actually just going to turn it off because it's not relevant. I don't need it. Let's give that a second, or maybe I'll just refresh my screen. Oh, there we go. It just changed. My bad. Come out of here. Now I'll come back in. Okay, cool. So I bet you if I was to refresh this screen, because I'm in the Sales Hub model-driven app, scroll down to marketing videos, the custom entity, and you can always throw in a custom image on there. I usually like doing that. Awesome. So we have some of those fields that we added to the views. We have the active one, which is the default, but then you can see all the completed ones, all the future ones. And then if I was to create a new one, we can say that this video, we can say creating a custom entity to store these videos. You can add a description in here if you wanted to. Video length, this is probably going to be at least 10 minutes long. We're shooting for 10 minutes, but it goes over or under. It's totally fine. Published, currently no. And then the marketing budget, we can say, yeah, for these videos, I don't necessarily want to explain it to you. This is going to be an active one. I'll press save. Awesome. So if I was to go back out of here, we have it saved, it's in the active, but if I was to toggle to future, wouldn't show up. Same thing with completed because it's not completed. Perfect. So that works out awesome. So now the issue is that, yes, we can track it, but we can't actually store any videos on here. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into advanced settings, document management. All right, so now that we have the SharePoint document management settings set up, this should have enabled just automatically the documents tab to be showing up on the new custom entity, just automatically on the back end. So I'm going to close out my second tab and go back to Microsoft Dynamics. I'm going to refresh my screen a couple times. There we go. Okay, so documents now shows up. Awesome. So we can add and drop files. They'll automatically go into SharePoint. But now we're not restricted to a certain amount of gigabytes. We have automatic thousands of gigabytes, essentially, terabytes worth of data that we can store in here, pretty much for free. So that's awesome that that's set up. The only thing that's left to do in here is just to add a business process flow. So to do that, I'm going to open up the advanced settings and then go into processes. And then I'm going to create a new one. So I just want to create a pretty simple one. I'll have 3 stages on here. The first stage is going to be called scripting. And then we have recording. Editing comes next. And we'll add one last one for marketing. For each different stage, you have to have a data step for them. On this last one, I'm going to add in the status field. going to make this a required field at this point to go any further. On the editing stage, we added a custom field named published, so we can add that in here. Recording, I'm just going to have it be the title. So video title, and then video title here as well. And press save, and I'm also going to activate this one as well. You can tell it's active because now it's saying you can only deactivate it. So I'm going to close out of this, and let's just see if it sticks. Sometimes it does. Other times you have to actually add the business process flow to like the Sales Hub model-driven app. In this case, I'm not quite positive. We'll kind of take a look. Refresh it a couple times if you're not sure. All right, so in this case, it looks like I have to add it into the app. I'm going to go find the Sales Hub model-driven app and edit it for the, look up the marketing video entity. So I don't actually want the business process flow in the navigation. I just want it in the model-driven app itself. Good, it looks like it's there. Save, publish it. This should fix that. Cool, so it looks like it finished publishing. I'm gonna go back in so we can see the marketing videos. So it looks like what happened is I actually had to go to the automation pane, and then over here, I just right-clicked the marketing video business process flow and enabled it for this app. I just saved it. I'm gonna publish it now. This should fix the original problem. So awesome, should be here. Okay, finish publishing. Go over here and I'll do a couple of server refreshes. The only reason I have to do this for this one is because I created this business process flow, Microsoft terminology, after I created the actual record in the first place. So we can see that we have scripting. So this we have the fields that we're trying to track on the left-hand side. And then we have throughout the process, we start off with scripting. Once it's done with scripting, in this case, we're in the recording stage of it. Once this video is done, we'll progress it to the editing stage, where we'll edit this video. And then if it is truly published, we'll continue it onto the marketing stage, where we can choose to actually close out this record as either active or inactive. So pretty cool. At any time though, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be passing files back and forth through the documents. There's much more storage that we can have in the document section than what we had originally with Gmail, than what we had with like Gmail or something. So at the end of the day, we have a much more advanced and trackable, manageable tool than what we had before. So we were starting off with trying to throw all of our videos in folders in Gmail, and now we have a process for pushing and sending and receiving videos, but also we can kind of tell at any given time where we are with these marketing videos. Are we still scripting this one? Are we marketing it? How much are we going to market it for? And then historically, we can say, okay, in the past, we've been, doing 2 videos a week, and we've been putting X amount of money towards these videos and marketing. What are the actual returns? So we can start to get some actual analytics off these videos as well. Alrighty, everyone. So as you can kind of see, just because it's Microsoft Dynamics for Sales or Microsoft Dynamics for Customer Service, that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be tailored towards your business. What we've done today is created these custom entities of marketing videos. That's how we operate our business. That's how we get leads. As you can see, it's a really powerful tool. You can make it into anything you want it to be. So that's why we love this tool. If you guys ever want to build out any custom projects and you guys need help with anything, Stoetech, we love to help businesses just like yours. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys next time.